What it is, YouTube, man. Big T Ward back at y'all with another video, man. Make sure you like my shit, comment and subscribe, man, and join the Big T Ward movement, man. Y'all saw the title, thumbnail, man. Follow me on all other platforms, man. Seem like TikTok is back, man. Like Tupac is back. Tupac is back. You know what I mean? But TikTok back, man. So make sure you keep following me on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, man. All right, man. Y'all saw the title, thumbnails, man. It's gonna be another dropping gem type video. And I want to say this, man, because like I said, I have people kind of contacting me, man, a lot about, driving, they want to work the job or whatever the case. And like I say, I think a lot of people want to work the job per se because of the truck. You watched my last video, I did a tour of the truck, man. Don't get me wrong, nice truck. Truck is nice. Had all the goodies, all the amenities you need to be out here on the road. But like I always tell people, they not like home, man. But let's get to it. People always quit these type of jobs. Okay, no matter if it's expediting, no matter what you're doing, man. Whatever job you're at, flatbed, put in reefer like we do, expediting like we do, or drive van or specialized loads, whatever it is. People quit these type of jobs, man, for a couple of reasons. So I'm trying to go over those reasons, man, and why some people quit. And I'm giving you some of the reasons why I quit in the beginning of a lot of, my journey in trucking, stuff like that. So when I started out, man, I graduated. I finished the course, man, and I ended up going to Pam Transport. Now, Pam was, I couldn't say it was good company, bad company, because I didn't know anything about trucking. So I went to, kind of the first thing that was close to home. And so I ended up going there. So it was in Arkansas, and I ended up going there. And so when I first got on the truck, man, a guy, passed through my town, he picked me up or whatnot, and, we went from there. When I got my own truck after that, I think I stayed with Pam, man, probably a few months. And I didn't like it, you know what I'm saying? Because for one, I was scared. I was green, didn't know anything about trucking, hadn't really been away from home like that. And so I was like, nah, this ain't for me, man. And so I went home. I sat at home for a little while, and I ended up going to Swift. And so, man, I kind of, put my big boy shoes on, like, man, let me go and do this, And so I ended up going to Swift, got in the truck with a guy, cool trainer, dude was cool, but he was on a dedicated run, right? So I was like, okay, cool, I can do this, man. I knew where I was going, like he had this specific route. So he knew where he was going. He knew what time he was going to drop off, unless he had a breakdown or, it's traffic or, an accident or something like that. But he knew where he was going, he knew how long it was going to take, he knew where he was going to stop. And so it was kind of like that, right? And so once I did that, I'm like, okay, it's cool, I can do this. And so I can, you can see your money a lot better. And so I was thinking, once I get my truck, like I'm gonna be on the same type of route, not this specific route, but the same one. So I'm like, okay, cool, I'm gonna do this. And when I got my truck, I'm like, man, they said, buddy, all the way to New York, I'm going to, California over here, man. I'm over here. I'm like, wait, man. Buddy was just going down the street and, coming back. He was going to Texas and come back to Memphis. He was doing this and doing that, you know what I mean? So it was like a back and forth deal. He was going, doing all the southern states. Go hit Florida, we come back, and all that kind of stuff, man. So it was cool. I'm like, oh, yeah, I can do this. But when I got my truck, it's like, nah, you're going over here. You're going to Colorado. You're going up in the mountains. And you're going, like, wait a minute. Whoa. You know what I mean? I'm like, wait a minute. So that didn't last long for me. And I ended up, quitting the job. So I'm like, man, I started to think, hey, man, the trucking thing ain't for me. So I may as well do something else, right? So, and this is why, man, pay attention. This is why a lot of people, end up quitting. And they quit for that very reason, and it do, a lot of them, some of it is like 50-50, right? You get your truck, after you've been in there with your trainer for, 5 or 6 weeks. You're thinking like, oh, okay, well, I'm going to run like him. No, so when they don't get that, what they do? Like, I don't know, man, I ain't been to no New York. I don't feel comfortable going here, so they quit. So With me, it was the same, right? And so, but I also listened to like recruiters. Recruiters was telling me this, and dispatches were telling you this and all that. So the first line of defense is the recruiter, right? He's gonna get on there and tell you, you're gonna make X amount of dollars. You're gonna do this. How you know you're gonna make that money? How you know? So he gonna tell you you're gonna make X amount of dollars. You're gonna do this. You're gonna make this. You're gonna do that, and the whole time you're not, right? So the whole time you're not gonna make that type of money. And so then when you get out there, you see you're not gonna make it, then people quit. Like, man, if I was lying, bro, I ain't made nothing. You know. Then the second one is dispatches. Dispatchers get on there, man, lie to you about your home time. Oh man, go drop this off over here, man. Then you can go home after that. Then you wake up the next day, think you finna go home, they got another load on you. You be like, hey man, so and so said I can go. Oh, he ain't here. So and so ain't here today. You know what I'm saying, or whatever, and all that type of shit. And then they just stuck a load on you for you to go, in the opposite direction of where your home is. So after that, a lot of people be like, nah, you know. They might do the run. Then when they get the chance to go home, they like, man, y'all come get y'all truck. They go park it in Walmart parking lot somewhere and drop it off and done. You know what I'm saying? Then people wonder, well, why you quit, man? Hey, so-and-so lied. You know what I'm saying? Y'all saying we were going to do this and I'm going to get a chance to go home on Friday. I'm going to go home weekend. And they weekend and your weekend ain't going to line up. You know what I'm saying? So what you call a weekend and what they call a weekend is totally different. So it's like, it's whatever you make it home, where your weekend start while you driving home. Well, you off now. You know what I'm saying? So you make it home 12, 1 o'clock, and it's Saturday. You, you know what I'm saying? You make it home 1 o'clock in the day. All right, now they got a load for you Sunday. You know what I'm saying? They got a load for you Sunday night. You leave. You've been at home a couple hours. That's your weekend now. That's your weekend. They let you home for a weekend. So that's why I tell a lot of people, man, all money ain't good money. You might get this job and it might be paying good, but a lot gonna come with that good paying job. You know what I'm saying? A lot of shit gonna come behind it. So you might have to do X, Y, Z because they paying you this money. Same way with a 9 to 5. You know what I'm saying? But people, thinking, man, they pay that money. But then when you get over there, it's like, I gotta do all this, bro. You know what I'm saying? Just that. And you ain't planning on doing a lot of that because regardless of the money, like, nah, man, I don't want to do that shit. So you don't do it. So in their return, people quit. People like leave the truck somewhere and they gonna put you down for like truck abandonment. So I tell people, man, they always asking about the job and think this and that. If where you are, where you working at, if your pros outweigh your cons, stay where you are, bro. Don't try to leave because you think this person is living a good life or they look like they got shit going on or they show you their home life outside the truck and they got a nice house and cars. Like, bro, if you got that same thing and your pros outweighing your cons over there where you are, stay where you are. Don't follow, don't follow Joe over here, man, because, he may look like he's living a life. You know what I'm saying? And, it's really not. You know what I mean? It probably don't fit you. You know what I'm saying? The life he's living probably don't fit you or how he got that life. You know what I mean? If it makes sense. He might be over here doing X, Y, Z, for his good living. You get over there, you ain't gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna go over here. You ain't gonna run every time they call, and you ain't gonna do this every time they say, let's go, and it's not gonna work out for you. So you're gonna be like, oh no, dog, can't do that. You know what I'm saying? So you end up dipping, you end up leaving. You're not gonna, you're not gonna stay at the job. So I tell people, like, yeah, man, the truck's sweet, it's nice, but bro, recruiters lie, dispatchers lie even more. Okay, when people do, man, get the job, and they do get get to talking to recruiters and then dispatchers and all that kind of stuff. Recruiters are the first line of defense, and so that's one of the reasons why people quit too. Job have turnover rates, because when he tell you you're gonna make this, or she tell you you're gonna make this amount of money, and then when you get out there, your first couple of months, first year, like, oh man, you told me I'm gonna make 80,000, and you ain't making that. Now, I saw one video of a dude. He did say he made 80 some thousand, but but now he doesn't have a home life. So you probably made it on paper. Like on paper, it's gonna look good. You know what I'm saying? But you're still not gonna make 80,000, bro. Like that's the think about it, man. Like $80,000 salary. You know what I'm saying? But for unless you a person and a own operator, man, I'm talking about own your truck trailer. You got your, you got your own business. And you getting all the revenue. You're not sharing the revenue with nobody. Then yeah, you know what I'm saying. But if you're a person like we are, we're on our operators, independent contractors, and we are pulling freight for, Panther. We're not getting all the revenue like that because it's not our trailer. You know what I'm saying? So once you be able to call them type of shots, get everything, man. You got your trailer, you got your truck, everything is on you. So all the responsibility is on you too. The truck, the trailer, and all the repairs, everything you need done is on you. Just can't go take it to the shop and the company take care of. You know what I'm saying? So it's a different thing, man. But recruiters lie that way, telling you how much money you're gonna make or, how much freedom you're gonna have, and all this kind of stuff. So they do that. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure it hadn't changed. I hadn't talked to no recruiter in a while, but you can kind of tell they got them uniform questions. You know what I'm saying? They got them uniform questions and answers for you. So got to remember a lot of these people hadn't driven a truck. You know what I'm saying? They hadn't been out here. They hadn't, lived a life. So a lot of them got degrees and whatever, and they sit behind the desk and sit here and tell you, oh yeah, man, yeah. I work for this company, man. This company, man, they got trucks, they got terminals all over, man. They got blah blah blah. They telling you all the what's on the brochure up and shit, and tell you all this stuff. The company this. Oh, you get to go shower here. They got facilities over here. They got this. I don't care nothing about that. Okay, I care about what's gonna be in that bank account at the end of the week. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a shit about you got a terminal over here or a terminal there or whatever there. I don't care about that. Okay? I care about what's going to be deposited in my account at the end of the week, whether that's Friday, whether that's Mondays, whatever day y'all deposit. That's all I care about. So recruiters are designed to tell you about the job, tell you about the company. The company they started out with, 3-4 trucks and and Mr. Warner started out with this, and now he's he's one of the fourth leading largest company in the world. All that bullshit. I don't care about that. You know what I'm saying? So this is why I said they got them uniform questions. But to a new driver, so once you've been around the block a time or two, you don't care about that kind of talk. So your main thing is what's the pay, man? What they were getting paid on. You know what I'm saying? What's the pay like? What's the routes like? What's this? What's that? So you getting straight to the money, getting straight to the questions that you want to answer. You don't want to beat around the bush answer. You want like, hey man, look, when it's time to go home, like us, I tell people, man, I'll run anywhere. Monday through Friday, I'm running. We going. But when it comes Friday, when it comes Thursday, Friday, and I'm in Memphis, don't give me no load to go to New York. I'm not leaving out of my home to go sit in the parking lot somewhere for 3 days. And you don't do nothing on the weekend. I'm not doing that. You know what I'm saying? So I'll return that shit now. You give me some money. Okay? Because you're not going to have me sit in the parking lot for 3 days just because. You know what I'm saying? And you going home. So, no. I got to pay my dues with that, being out and sitting in the parking lots. Nah. Now I can call my own shots. So if you ain't got nothing for me that's going to turn me right back around, oh, no, I'm going to stay right here. So, that's where we are now in our careers and our point, our point in our careers and stuff like that. Because when you do that, man, if you keep saying yeah to everything, people are going to keep on doing it. You know what I'm saying? They're going to keep on, okay, yeah, keep doing it. The minute you say no, it's a problem. They don't like you now, because you're not doing what they ask. So dispatchers, on the other hand, they'll tell you a bunch of, lies or, you start asking about certain loads and you'd have seen the load and you'd have done the load before or something like that, and they start lying about the load, right? So, and remember, man, you start doing these loads is because their favorite driver is off. It might be his week off or his weekend off or whatever. So they give you the load. They're like, damn, I ain't know they had this load. You know what I'm saying? And you're wondering why you never see it no more because they give it to their favorite guy, or their favorite team. So when their favorite team off, they give it to you, right? So when you ask for it, oh no, we ain't got the load. Like, damn, man, I did this a couple weeks ago. You got the load, or they'll lie like it's a one-off, and then you end up meeting the person that's doing the load. Like, oh yeah, man, I do this all the time. You know what I mean? You end up talking to the person, telling them, the load you did. Be like, oh yeah, man, that was our load. Man. We was off last week. Then you start getting the 411 on and shit, and be like, oh, that's why they ain't never gave me the load no more. You know what I'm saying? Because you got your favorite team doing it, you got your favorite people. I don't no hate on them, but they give it to them people that they like, right? So I always say, don't give it to me. If you can't give it to me anyway, don't give it to me when they off work. Don't call me up when everybody else turns you down for the load. Don't call me up when they ain't here. When your favorite people ain't here, don't call me for it. You know what I'm saying? So that's the way I look at stuff like that, man. Don't call me when your people off work or they going on vacation or they on, you know what I'm saying, they got something going on. Then you want to call somebody to cover the load. Like, no, nah, I don't want it. You know what I'm saying? Because you ain't going to get it to me after this. You know what I'm saying? So, nah. And so, man, a lot of people end up quitting the job, man, because of dispatchers, they stretch the lie. You know what I'm saying? Because they want to get it done. They want to get this load done. They want to get this done. So they don't give a fuck what they got to tell you to get it done, as long as it get done. You know what I'm saying? So after that, it's like, they be wondering why, man, what's the problem? This, that, you know what I'm saying, and all that. They be acting like they don't know what the problem is or why you quit. Like, really, man, come on now. And so that's why it's such a high turnover rate, man, when it comes to trucking. No matter what you're doing, I don't care if it's dry van, flatbed, expediting, whatever it is, they got a high turnover rate in trucking, period, man. So it's always like that. It's going to forever be like that unless they change their way of thinking. You know what I'm saying? Now, you can fool the new drivers for a certain amount of time, because they're going to gain their experience. You know what I'm saying? So you can fool them. You can fool them in the beginning. They first 6 months to a year type shit, you can fool the shit out of them. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's why, when I talk to new people or talk to new drivers, something like that, I'm gonna give you the real deal, man. Like, I'm, like I say, I'm 15 plus years in, and so I know the game a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I've been around the game. I've been around people. I've been around these different type of job. So, and I also learn from these people. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, all right then, you got me on this one. You know what I'm saying? So when you start figuring that shit out, you start keeping that shit in your bank. Start keeping that shit in your back of your head, man. So it's gonna come up again. Be like, oh, you trying this old bullshit? Okay then. So that's the way I look at it, man. So they wonder why they have such, high turnover rates and why people quit and why people leave the truck or whatever. Because one, you either piss them off, you either piss the driver off. But remember, you need the driver to keep your shit going. You know what I'm saying? They need you now more than you need them. You know what I'm saying? But they need you more than you need them. But they don't process that though. They figure out another application, somebody else want a job, and you're gonna keep going through that same cycle. You know what I'm saying? When he figured it out, he gonna quit. When she figured it out, she gonna quit. You know what I'm saying? So it's just an endless cycle, man. It goes round and round. And so people don't, the folks of the company don't really think about that. They're just a revolving door, man. Come in, go right back out. They'll have another person come right in. You know what I'm saying? So it is crazy until they don't pay attention to it. They just figure, oh, somebody else want a job. Oh, somebody else need a job. So, oh yeah, you go. And the problem is, you got to think, man. You can lie to these people for so long. Once you lie to them, they gonna figure it out. They gonna be like, I'm gone, bro. I thought it was right. Man. I thought this job it was straight, man. This bull. And that's the first thing they gonna do. They gonna dip. You know what I'm saying? That's their first thought. So mine advice to like new people, man. You're coming out and you're green, yeah, go get your experience or whatever, whatever. But once you get that experience under your belt, once you get that stuff under your belt, man, and once you start looking at how things run, how things are run, how things are ran, and how it goes, and then you start, weighing your options, and go to the job that fits you, and don't try to chase the money all the time. Like I said, you know, all money isn't good money. You know what I'm saying? Uh, like I say, a lot come with that money, man. They might be paying good, but you might got to do some old extras that you don't want to do. Or you might got to give up something. You're already giving up a lot in this job. So, if they pay you good, man, trust me, there's something behind it. You know what I'm saying? So you got to think about that, man. Sometimes a peace of mind is all you need instead of, man, I need to get all this money in my pocket. Man, I need to do this. You ain't going to want to do all that for no money, man. Trust me. You ain't going to want to do that. But, that's just my thought, man. I think why people quit, recruiters, dispatchers. You know what I'm saying? Uh, like I say, man, a lot of people don't feel comfortable going to, and I think it's stupid when these jobs do this. I've been trucking for a while. Instead of you doing, it seems like should start you out locally, right? You should do local stuff. But when you fresh out of school, bro, they'll send you straight to New York somewhere. You ain't drove, you don't know how to drive around your own city in a truck. And they'll send you straight to New York with the first load. You just got out of school 6 months ago. You feel me? Like, oh, you just got out the truck with your trainer. You know what I mean? Like, come on, bro. He might not even go to New York. You know what I mean? You might be riding with the trainer. He might just, going to all the little southern states, going to Atlanta, going to Florida, going to Texas. You know what I'm saying? And you seem like it's easy until you take your ass to California or you take it to New York where everything is tight and cluttered. You never been there. So you have to think about it. So I tell people, man, yeah, go get your experience, get your knowledge. So when you know better, you do better. You know what I'm saying? That way you won't be, leaving these jobs, leaving this and that. Go to the one that you think is gonna fit you and stay there, man. So that's what I got, man. That's what I got, man. So I ain't gonna hold y'all too long, man. I just want to kind of drop that on you, man. If you rock with your boy, make sure you follow me on all platforms, man. In the meantime, between time, make sure you like my shit, comment and subscribe. Join the Big T Ward movement, man. It's your boy Big T Ward, man. I'm out of here.
Beats by Too Real.